Hello and welcome to the Cardboard Bunker. My name is Pieburn and today we are back in Space Engineers. I'm sitting in the command seat of the Janus. Today's episode is going to be more of an update episode. I've done a fair bit of work, but most of that has mainly been placing blocks. So as we spin the ship around, you can see bars have been going crazy and you can sort of see where the bar systems are placed, but I've done all of the blast door blocks. Actually, if I alt tab, no, wrong one, alt tab, there we go. I'll bring up the little pointer so you can follow me along here. Along the back here you can see we put in all the blast door blocks. I've left that clear for now because I have intentions of putting some made personalized turrets in there. So we're not going to put a mod in, we're going to use turrets, maybe some more scripts if the system can handle it. And also along here put all these blast door blocks in. Bars has been going crazy. Underneath here, if I click back in and spin around, actually let's get rid of all of this HUD stuff. You don't need any of that. Spin around and bring it forward. And then again alt tab so I can get my pointer back. There we go. You can see I've been placing blocks down the side here. I've also placed all of the light armor underneath and piped in all of this so it can it has all the piping underneath as well as all the light armor to help protect it all. So there's an extra thick layer of armor along here and we'll be putting the heavy plate on later. I just wanted to make sure all of this was in before I started doing that. I've also placed another bar system just here. And this front area here, it's so much nicer having a pointer. This front area here is going to be the vertical launch tubes. Now we have an update that's come through and it's given me some wonderful tools. I thought I was going to have to use airtight hangar doors like here, but now I get to use these cool new blocks that they've brought out for us. So you'll see all of that. You'll see all of that when I start getting into the vertical launch tubes a little bit later on. But as for this ship itself, I have a fair amount of progress to make just on placing blocks. Again, alt tab. You can see here I've started placing in the spacing ribbing, and then we'll have an exact idea of exactly. I can really speak. We'll have an exact idea of how much space we'll have underneath here to be able to then put in things like living quarters, corridors, a little bit more decoration. A lot of it will just be blocks because that's the way Space Engineers works. And then I'll take you around the back and I'm hoping I can show you. Yes, I can. An extreme close-up. Again, alt tab. You can see this piping here is all for the engines. Inside here, actually, let me get out. Let me escape. It's getting harder and harder to fly into this thing from different directions. Soon all of this will be blocked off. But I've put this armor wall along here to help give us some extra protection for the engine room. And you can see where I've changed colors and then forgot to clean it up, but I'll fix that up later. You can see the engines here. We've put on some sorters to pull only ingots out. So it will only pull ingots out of there and they will feed into the nuclear reactors first and then be spread around. Now when this ship launches, it will not have the Easy Inventory Manager script. So everything will work on sorters if I want them to go somewhere by force. Now along here you can see I've placed in all of the efficiency mods, bar one. I've missed one. I'll make a note of that and fix that later. So it's good to inspect every now and then. And then if I fly up and over, I can take you through. This is the spaced armor for the top. So I've already started bringing in the piping for the turrets that I want to bring in later. And then I'll remove all the piping and everything for the turrets after that. I have my jetpack turned off. And you can see I haven't quite finished putting in all the struts along here too. So that's another couple of hours worth of work there. I have this big blank space. We've been getting all sorts of different suggestions for that. I've also left the gap here for the walkway down, so we'll have a stair directly down into the top of what is the hangar bay for the Mini Janus, but also down towards the undercarriage here, and then this space here, which will probably be the forward CNC. Okay, you can also see Bars has been doing a lot of work, but there's a lot of heavy armor as well as light armor and a lot of steel plates. So currently we'll fly back up here and I'll show you the inventory sizes that we're going for at the moment, or have at the moment. Now you've noticed those micro freezes. I'm hoping you can see them as well as me, and I'm not just going crazy, but those micro freezes have been happening ever since the new update. And I have gone through and cleaned this world as much as possible. I honestly feel like it is a problem with the bars system. I think because of the new update, bars isn't working as well as it could do, or the new update is causing some sort of, I don't know, some sort of glitch in the system. I'm hoping we can do something outside of this world while everything sort of normalizes and fixes itself, and then we can come back into the Janus, and I'll be periodically checking it out, adding some blocks, just making sure everything's running. But the episodes themselves will be outside the Janus for a short while. I have 3 directly that I've got planned. These are all elements that will go inside the Janus, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting distracted again. Anyway, so this is the inventory I have so far of ore. So you can see we've got a huge amount of iron ore, got a huge amount of silver ore. Uranium ore is slowly being processed. I've got the PAM miner getting some ore. We found some uranium up in the asteroid up there. PAM's going nuts on that. We also found some more iron in the PAM hole over there, so that's something we'll be looking into as well. I'll probably end up taking the Cookie Monster out there and bringing all that back. But as you can see, I have a huge amount of ingots, and I'm quite happy with this. We've still got 11 million stone that needs to be processed. So that's nickel. That's also silicon, which actually I can't see on this list. I'm hoping it's in there somewhere. There it is. No, I'm just blind. Again, Alt Tab. There it is. Right. Huge amounts of everything that we need right now. It's just all being processed and then used. So the system over here, as you can see, we are producing a lot of motors, but the motors need nickel. We're running low on nickel, so I might actually have to go out and do a nickel specific run soon. Again, these are all the things that I don't really show you on camera because they take a long time. They take a really long time to go out there and fly out there and back. Now I do have the jump drives, but it's something that's not quite as fun as I would normally like to sort of. I mean, I should just take you on adventures, but there's nothing really that dangerous. I've purposefully picked a world that isn't that hostile because this kind of construction requires that we have a lot of peacetime. A lot of peacetime. Anyway, as I was saying before, one of the plans I do have for the future is to start recording, doing a lot more recording, but doing shorter videos. So I'll have 3 or 4 videos that will all be recorded in a single session, and then we'll bring them shorter, but we'll try and release them more often. And I'm also looking at getting into new games. So I've been playing a lot of Diablo 3. StarCraft 2 started sort of becoming more interesting towards me again. Like I used to play a lot when it first came out. Massive StarCraft fan from back in the day. RTS fan through and through. I like these new building survival games as well now though. I'm also looking at what was the other game? I'm looking at doing some longer run games, such as Hearts of Iron, maybe even Europa Universalis. I haven't had a chance to sort of dig right into them, and now with the situation as it is in the world, it seems a little bit more prudent for me to spend those 3 hours I would normally spend traveling to and from work on doing something I love, and that's playing these sorts of games and learning them. So we'll learn Hearts of Iron 4 together. I have played its predecessors, Hearts of Iron and Hearts of Iron 2, way back when. I've also played Europa Universalis. My goodness. I've also played that game a fair bit in its previous iterations, but I haven't had much of a chance on the latest version. And that also gives me an excuse to go out and buy all the DLCs for all of that, so I've got everything up to date. And another game I like and have sort of wanted to get back into as Pam returns is Satisfactory. So I'll probably do some more videos on that. another big announcement is hopefully this video gets out in time. I will also be streaming 8 o'clock Monday nights, my time, Sydney time that is. So whatever Sydney time is, that's my time. So 8 o'clock Sydney time. I have no idea what I'm going to do for the first video, but please, if you see this video before that stream, drop a suggestion in the Discord. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thank you all for your support and your patience while I was getting all of this done. With everything that's been happening lately, it's been quite a hectic ride, and although I've been playing the game and getting it built, as you can see in front of me, I haven't had a chance sort of to sit down and really do anything new that I thought was recording worthy. But yeah, I'll see you all in the next episode. I hope you all have fun. I hope you all keep safe. My best wishes to all of you, and most of all, have fun. Bye.